What's up, guys? Welcome to the Mississippi Real Estate Podcast, hosted by Ryan Watson.
And I'm Trip Spruill. It's all about real life, real talk, and real estate.
Join us as we dive into the stories, trends, and insider tips shaping the world of Mississippi real estate.
Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just curious about the market, we've got all the insights you need to navigate with confidence. So if y'all are ready, let's get real.
All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Mississippi Real Estate Podcast. We have a very special guest today. She is with Community Relations with none other than the Mustard Seed. We are so excited for you to be here. Her name is Sara Gunter. Did I say that right?
You did.
Sara Gunter. And we're going to learn her story and learn all the things about what they're doing. And it's just a really cool organization and everything that they do. So we're excited to learn about that.
Thank you. I'm gled to be here.
Yes. Appreciate you spending time with us today, for sure.
It's been great. I can't wait for the rest of it.
There's been Sarah just got a whole behind the scenes of us getting ready to do this stuff and all the bugs and kinks we got to work out. You're our first guest on the new studio setup.
I am honored.
Yeah.
Yes, you
what
are.
a lovely thing to hear.
Yeah.
For this
It's a
season.
beautiful setup. I like it.
It is beautiful. I did a lot of work in it.
Yeah, no, you didn't. He did nothing.
I did zero, but show up and we're like,
Hey.
we got new mics and a new table and thanks for the phone call.
Sometimes you just need someone to show up, you know?
That's right. Look, we're still trying to get him to put something Ole Miss on the shelf back behind us back here.
That's okay.
Because he's an Ole Miss fan, but we got Mississippi State, so that's all that matters.
Hell State.
I guess we're going to continue with this trend this year.
Yeah,
okay.
are you a State fan?
So I am. I graduated from Mississippi State, but my sister graduated from Ole Miss.
Hey, house divided.
And so I actually had a lot of Eli Manning stuff growing up.
Where's
because
she at?
was
Does she
in
need to
State.
be on the podcast?
She actually now teaches at Auburn.
Oh,
Does she?
So,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I now can give my nephew Auburn things instead of having to buy that.
Man, Ole Miss is so hated. We're going to give Alabama and Auburn stuff away, I guess.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No.
It's okay. We have tons of Ole Miss
Hey,
fans on campus.
I do want to say real quick, if you haven't noticed, if you're watching the show, if you're on YouTube or whatever, we have some really unique coffee cups today.
Oh, yeah.
That were made by the Seedsters.
Yes.
And Sara can tell us a little bit more about them. We actually have their cards for each one that was made here, the Seedster that made them. Really, really cool, unique thing, and I love my cup. This is gonna be mine.
I love my cup,
love
too.
your cup,
Yeah.
too?
I had to get the green. Even though you're wearing more green, I had to get this for hunting season.
I know. I actually wanted the green one first.
I stole it.
He stole the green one,
Well, we're going to get into
but I
this.
really love this one.
Yeah, they're all great. I mean, and that's beautiful. They're all
Yes.
beautiful.
They all have
And,
their own techniques. It's
We're
great.
going to get into that a little bit later. But first, I want to know more about Sara and her story.
Me too.
Yeah.
So we always do this on the podcast. We want to get to know you, get to know your story. So start from wherever you're comfortable, high school,
Okay.
all the way at college, first jobs, and how we landed at Mustard
are you?
Seed.
Where are you from?
Lovely.
Yeah, everything.
So I grew up in Iuka, Mississippi.
Okay.
So the most northeast corner of the state.
How you spell it?
IUKA.
I didn't know for the longest
I
time.
didn't know there was a yucca.
Yeah, Iuka is what people call it. But like at the top of the corner, it's the most northeast corner before you get into both Tennessee and Alabama.
Yeah.
You've probably heard of like Tupelo or Corinth, Mississippi. So those are on the way to Iuka.
Tupelo's about as far as I go that way.
Or Pickwick Lake. A lot of people know
yeah.
where Pickwick
Pickwick,
is.
yeah. I know
where
So
Pickwick
Pickwick's about 15 minutes from Iuka.
Yeah.
So-
Still hadn't been to Pickwick, but
Oh,
I know where it's
it's
at.
fantastic.
Yeah.
You're a fisher. That's where a lot of people do fishing tournaments.
Yeah.
Squirrel. All right. So
Yeah.
You're from
So I'm
we
from
already
Iuka.
went down it.
Super small town. And I went my first degree. So I have 2 degrees. I'm one of my parents are so proud that I have 2 degrees. They were excited that I stayed a little longer.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
my
didn't
first
have to pay any
degree,
more for it. It's just-
my sister did the same thing. So I think that they were a little upset about that.
Oh.
But not at the same time. My mom's very happy about where I am. But my first degree is in physical therapy. I had I still have the degree. It's physical therapist assistant.
Yeah. Okay.
And I started out working in a small hospital in Maben.
Nope.
Right outside of Starkville.
Okay.
Like
well, that's
around
why I
like
don't
the
know.
God's country up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw nursing home, pediatrics, inpatient, all sorts of ages. But I did mostly pediatrics. Okay. And I had a family one day that I was treating, and they came in and they said, you know, it's so homey here. And I'm like looking around in this sterile environment and realizing that what they see as home is not, or like community is not really what home and community is. So I went to Mississippi State to get a community relations or communications, public relations, that kind of degree, so that I could work specifically with special needs nonprofits to bridge the gap between community and these families that are not seen, or back then, I would say it's more easily seen now, but as like welcome in a community setting. And
that's really cool.
That's really cool. I think that a lot of people, when they see a lot of families with special needs children in restaurants and kind of how their family dynamic goes, they look at them and kind of like, oh goodness, how like that's such a hard life. When in the flip side, when you are that family, this is our normal.
Right.
Like this is great that we're at how blessed are we to be able to go to a restaurant and eat dinner as a family. And so being able to, like, I got to see that from my medical background and the families I worked with. But like the friends and like some of my family and friends, they didn't see that. They'd be like, "Oh, that's such a hard thing to like unload and like find a spot in a restaurant." Or like some people have special needs to the point that they can't feed themselves or they can't eat solid foods, and they're at a restaurant and their family's feeding them, and that's their normal. And to them, that's a blessing that they're able to share that life and just be part of the community. So giving people in our community that knowledge so that when they see those families, they don't see them as like, oh, what a burden, but to see the joy of the life that they're getting to spend in their community.
That's so cool.
And while I was at State, I got connected to Special Olympics. So actually, I emailed every single person on Special Olympics Mississippi's website to ask for an internship.
That's cool.
And at the time, they were looking for someone to head up what's called SO College. And it's a unified sports program. And so I got to head start that when I was a student. And I worked with Frances Patterson, who now is the director at Harbor Day School.
That's really cool.
And we did a unified egg bowl. And now they have the Access program, and they do unified basketball, cheerleading through their intramural leagues. And I think they even did like kickball and some other sports in the past few years. And so it's really grown.
It's grown,
Yeah, it's grown
fantastic.
a lot, especially with the
really
Access
cool.
program. And Ole Miss, they just opened their Ready program, which is similar to the Access College program at State this summer. They did it in July, and they've always done unified sports through Special Olympics as well. They get to go to USA Games through, like my first year was in Seattle.
Oh, that's cool.
This past year they went to Minnesota. We've been to Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
So anyways, I worked with her, and then in the summers, I worked for a special needs camp called Camp Aska on Lake Martin in Alabama. And I spent my whole summer getting to sleep in a cabin and work with very, very wonderful people of all ages. And then so I shortly lived in Auburn. And one day I got a call from Jim Boget, who was the public relations person at Special Olympics, and said, "Hey, I am going to move on. Are you interested?" And I said, absolutely. And so I came and I interviewed, and it ended up being that there were two of us that they really wanted. And Fran came in and said, "Hey, there's this money for the job I had. She'd be great for it." And so I became the Unified Champions Schools Director, and I worked with schools across the state of Mississippi to incorporate inclusive programming such as their student councils, awareness days, like Spread the Word campaign to end the R word, and then also unified sports. And they'd have stuff like unified gardening and just different things like that gave students the ability to see that they have the same hobbies as me.
Right.
Like, they like the same stuff. Like, we're more alike than different.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, when you see our seedsters or other people like them, they seem a lot different, but in hindsight, they're avid Ole Miss fans. They're big Mississippi State fans.
Oh yeah.
Like Lindsay Hamilton. There was a lady that had Ole Miss stuff. She was like,
That made my cup.
Yeah, that made your
awesome.
cup. She said
met
to
her,
someone,
but
she
I like
said, "So you're an Ole Miss fan?" She goes, "Yes." She goes, "It's okay. We can still be friends."
That's awesome. That's
like they
awesome.
like the same stuff.
Yeah.
That you
So
and
she's
I
a State
do.
fan.
She is. She's a big State fan. For
I knew I picked the
Halloween
right
2
cup.
years ago, she
You
was
did.
a Mississippi State queen, and she wore all
Oh, come
bulldog
on.
attire with a tiara.
That's awesome.
That's
So
awesome.
she is an avid State fan.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
great.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I had no clue, but
I know. And if you saw her, like, you wouldn't know she was as, like, it's okay that you're an Ole Miss fan kind of person. She's real kind and real sweet.
So cool.
And always is like, God bless you. Let me pray for you. And then she's like, it's okay. We can still be friends since you're an Ole Miss fan. It's just not what I expected her to tell this lady.
Yeah. That's great.
But that's where I started with Special Olympics. And then eventually, lucky me, at the beginning of 2020, I became their marketing and donations director.
Yeah.
And then spent my entire first 2 years working from home and building online fundraisers and things like that. And then,
which is not easy.
No, it was definitely not what I thought I was getting into when I changed those.
A whole,
oh, man.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, but luckily, we have a very giving community here.
Yeah.
Like to be a nonprofit in this area, it's a huge blessing. And not that other areas aren't like that, but we have a lot of people with a lot of resources and pull in the central Mississippi area. So for a nonprofit to be housed here, you have so many people that are willing to go to bat for you and to, share resources. And, we, especially within like the special needs community, we are serving the same families and groups of people. We want the best for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us doing well is great and you doing well is great, but all of us doing well together is even better.
Yeah.
Because
love that.
what we can serve might not be what this other family needs. And so, I'm lucky that I get to talk to a lot of people, and if we're not the right fit, I like to be able to refer them to someone that could also be a great fit for them. But 2 years ago, I was on maternity leave with my second child.
Okay,
and
maternity leave while you were doing the fundraising side of this?
No, so this was 2024.
Okay.
When I came back from maternity leave, I left Special Olympics and came to the Mustard Seed.
Okay.
And I love the Mustard Seed. So when I was in PTA school studying for my boards, I had someone gift me a Mustard Seed mug. And it's one of my favorite gifts to give. And I drank whatever I was drinking, I drank out of it when I studied, because to me that was my why. I want a life for somebody that, I want to help give them something more than just being able to. When you're in physical therapy, like mobility is like a huge thing. Mm-hmm. But just being able to move, it doesn't grant you a life, in your community. Sure. So when I started at the Mustard, when I got married, all these things, hostess gifts, everything came from the Mustard Seed. And then my husband was like, you should apply. And I was like, well, no, I don't think I'm qualified.
I don't think you're qualified.
Yes, you are. You better apply.
Yeah.
I guess I just held the Mustard Seed. Like, to me, like, it was just this.
Well, that's
everybody has that thing that they think that they're not well for.
Special Olympics is a pretty high bar, too.
Yeah, that's very cool.
But
so there was not a position available that you thought of that side. So you didn't come from all the other stuff, and they said, "Hey, we have this spot, and we would love to have you." No, not for
the Mustard Seed. Oh, okay. So I was on maternity leave, and they posted it on social media, and I was reading about it, and I told my husband, I said, "Oh, the Mustard Seed has another position open." He goes, "Well, you passed the last time. You should definitely apply." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. What if it's not my time to leave special?" When you get connected to a lot of families, you don't want to leave them.
Yeah.
Or I didn't want to leave them.
Sure.
You've made these bonds, and that the good that you're getting to do for your community, it's almost but do I step away and try something new for myself, or do I stay and make sure that I can still give what they're giving? And in the hindsight, that someone else is going to come in and make sure that happens too. But just that connection that you have, I had it started in college, and it came back to me. Sure. I came back, and that's when I met. My husband and I went to college together, but when I came back for Special Olympics, that's when we started dating. And it was almost like my life started there. So to move on, it was a bigger step. But he was like, just apply, just apply, just do it. And I'm like, okay. And within 3 weeks, I started at the Mustard Seed.
There you go.
And I would never look back. I still refer people to Special Olympics. I still,
sure.
We have seedsters that still do Special Olympic things, so I still can talk to them about those things.
You're still tagged in a little bit.
Yeah. And so when I started the Mustard Seed, the big difference there is that your seedsters and things like that are on campus with you.
Yeah.
And my very first day, around 10 o'clock in the morning, they came in my office. I'd been doing a ton of intake meetings, And when you work at a place like the Mustard Seed, there's so much information. You're learning something about 41 very special, very individualized people and like rules
so
and
you have
things.
41. There's 41.
So right now,
teachers,
I think we're up to 43. We just
43.
added 2 last week or 2 weeks ago. So like it kind of fluctuates sometimes, but not a lot. We usually don't have a lot of space.
Okay.
But so at the time we had around 41 when I first started.
Okay, gotcha.
And like learning all that stuff, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna have a hug parade," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, that's awesome."
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there, like they didn't explain what a hug parade was.
You're about to get a hug from 41 people.
Well, I don't mind hugs, but like I'm in an office with no seedsters. You know, our office is separate from our activity center. So I'm like sitting there, like, what is a hug parade? I'm like I know what the 2 separate words are, but like, what does this look like? And basically during the day, or if they were like, there's some like downtime, they'll say, whoever wants to go give hugs to the people in the office, we've called down and they're going to let you, we can have a hug parade. And they come down, they come to each of the offices, and we get to love on them and talk about what they're doing. And it helps a lot of people, especially that like our retail staff, like at our gift shop, people that can't just leave and go visit in the activity center like I can. I'm very privileged that I get to, if I'm like I'm tired of answering emails, or, you know, it's just not your best, like, happiest day. I'm like, I'm going to go to the activity center for a few minutes, get a few hugs, and then I'll come back to
give
this.
Me a hug.
Yeah. And
awesome.
so they'll come and they would tell you about their day or what they did. And it's like 10, 15 minutes, not a lot. And then they go back up to the activity center. And when I came home that day, my mom had called me and she was like, "So how was your first day?" I was like, "It was so awesome. They have hug parades." And she goes, "So like y'all just went to each other's offices and gave each other a hug?" I said, "No, I realize now that doesn't make sense to you."
Right.
She thought like us as office staff, like each individual adult went to each other's offices and gave each other a hug. And I said, "No, like the seedsters came down and gave us hugs. We were not hugging each other."
Yeah, no doubt.
But
that's awesome.
You know, like, and now I get the privilege of taking our seedsters into our community, but also bringing people from our community and connecting them specifically with the hobbies that each of them have. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, thank you so much for being here, for listening to our show or watching our show here. Please go and like and subscribe and all the things to follow along with what we're doing. It really helps us out. Thank you so much. Now back to the show.
So, like, we have volunteers come in all the time, and one thing I tell them is, you know, volunteering is great, but if you don't care what you're doing, then it's not a true experience.
Yeah.
We want you to come on campus, and we don't want you just to have to sweat to death doing flower beds. Like, if you don't want to do that, we want you to do something you want to do. Sure. Like, so we have people that come and teach piano lessons, and people that come in and play games or do fitness things.
Yeah.
They come in. We celebrate every single holiday known to man.
Yeah.
It's National Wear a Hawaiian Shirt Day on Friday. So we will be wearing our Hawaiian shirts on Friday.
That's awesome.
Donut Day.
All the ones that us realtors get, like you can post about.
Yes,
Donut Day.
all of those days we celebrate them, and so
dog walking days.
And we.
Weiker's big on that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well,
yeah.
we send them out to our volunteers and say, "Would you like to come do an activity?" Or we do a 10:30 and a 2:30 snack every day. Would you like to provide a waffle snack or a popsicle snack, whatever, pickles, whatever day it is? So it's a way that we can connect our community and make it a fun thing to do.
I think that's fantastic.
So it's,
that's awesome.
My life has definitely had its like turns, and I from that coffee cup, I would never think I'd be sitting here getting to share a cup of coffee with
that's powerful.
same people.
I don't know, man. I wish he was a little bit more passionate about it. What do you think?
I can tell, and we can tell that you love what you do.
Yeah,
there's no doubt. I mean, I can tell just from the stories you're telling. And then, I think it felt like you almost got a little emotional there back at just when you're in the middle of your story. So.
Yeah. And I have 3 young kids and a fantastic husband. And from dating and everything, my husband and both of our families, both his parents and my parents, used to come volunteer at our Special Olympic events. And now they do stuff for the Mustard Seed. But I've always been asked, well, why don't you stay home? And I'm like, well, my thing is, first of all, I am too much of a people person to stay at home. I'm not.
Sure.
COVID showed me very well that I can't stay at home. But I want to make sure that my children have a world that's inclusive. Like, it's very important to me that my children see the value in other people, no matter the differences or even the likeness that they may have. And this past, our last child, Bennett, when I was pregnant with him, our seedsters would walk up and they would touch my belly. A lot of times they would stop and pray for my baby. Like, it's things like that like, I'm reminded why I do what I do. Like, it's hard some days, you know, like, because Benny Baxter, love him to pieces. Every morning he comes up, he's like, where's your kids? Basically, he's like, he'll do this. He doesn't, like, talk a lot out loud, but he does a lot of sign language. I'm like, they're at daycare, and he'll go. I'm like, I know, Benny, but they like daycare. Like, I'm like, don't shame me for sending my kids to daycare. But like, he'll say he's praying for them and things like that. So like, the seedsters that we have and the connection that my family gets to have because of them, and the families that have given us the honor to take care of their children is a huge thing.
Well, that's okay. So it seems like you were just like slated to do this.
I feel that way as
you
well.
went to physical therapy school, but that was nothing but like a little precursor of like, oh, there's this other hole, and then you got in the door, and it seems like you've hit the ground running. So you're at Mustard Seed now, and I think a lot of people in Central Mississippi know, or in Mississippi know what Mustard Seed is, obviously, and I think a lot of it's recognition behind what you see, the pottery and the things, but that's just a small portion, right? So like, I think I did, like, I look back before you came on, I was like, I guess I didn't realize Mustard Seed's been around for like 40 years.
45.
Yeah.
So we were founded in 1981.
And you were talking about the families, right? But didn't a family start it?
So we're founded by what we call a group of praying families. And I talk a lot about the goodness and the blessings that we get to see on the Mustard Seed. But what a lot of people don't realize is that without those founding families and the prayers that were prayed in the late 70s and early 80s, we get to see those prayers answered every single day on our campus. And there are families like the new families that we're getting, that they're young kids, they never even knew they needed those prayers prayed for them. And so, like, the power of that, I mean, it just gives me chills. And it's something that people don't recognize. Like, they see the seedsters, but our ministry was really to take care of families.
It's a faith-based.
It's
a faith-based organization. I think that's what I was trying to get to.
With Mustard Seed.
Well, sure. Yeah, right. Well, but a lot of people won't connect.
No, they don't.
And a lot of people, because so much of this gets promoted.
And we didn't start with our ceramics either.
What started?
Our handbell choir.
It
started in the 80s. And then we didn't start making ceramics or doing ceramics until the 90s.
Okay.
But I tell a lot of people, yes, we are a ministry for our seedsters, but we're truly a ministry for their families. So a lot of times I'll tell people that might not know a lot about us. I said, I'm very blessed to know that one day my kids are going to take care of their families and possibly even have to take care of me. But our families that we care for don't have that luxury.
Right.
They want someone that's going to give them that Christ-like home that's going to love them as God has made, and the potential, and like live and breathe into them the potential that God has given to them in their life. We celebrate small victories. We do the things that they like. And I mean, what parent doesn't want that for their child? And like, as a parent, you get to do that for your kids. You throw all your money into baseball or cheerleading or band or whatever it may be.
I feel that.
I feel all that.
And so, like, they get to do that too. There's a lot of programs around here that they get to do that stuff. But there's a point where they age out of systems. And then there's nothing. So, like, at 21, you age out of the school system. And then there's smaller places you can go. But, like, what happens from there? Like, what are we doing? Like, they can get a job, but eventually some of them are going to get to a point where they physically may not be able to do some of the labor that, like, those jobs entail. Like, what happens then? And so we're very blessed. And, I mean, we have what we call a waiting pool of people. And we would love to be able to take everybody, but we don't have the ability to do that right now.
Pretty much at capacity.
But so we started with one seedster at our main group home that's now a storage unit for us in living there in like 1983. He lived there, or 84. It was like early 80s.
Somewhere in there.
And then Jeff Brock, he's still with us. He started living at the Mustard Seed in 1989.
Oh, wow.
So, and I remember that a lot. And I look at Jeff. I said, Jeff, just so you know, you've lived here as long as I have been alive.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And he'll just go, oh, Sarah.
That's awesome.
We call him Papa Jeff, or what? I mean, he'll walk up to seedsters when they're having a rough time, and he'll go, "It's okay, buddy," and like tap them on the back. And it's like he's lived the mustard seed life his whole life. Like that's all he knows.
Yeah.
And so they're just as much it's such an honor that we get to live a small portion of the seedster life.
Yeah.
But like that their families let us do life with them on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
So you said they can age out of systems or I guess activities or whatever. So what's the age range?
So at the mustard seed, it's 21 and above.
So it can be
Yes.
Okay.
So with the mustard seed, the one thing that it's a very independent thing. Like we don't have medical nurses or things like that. So we don't have people that have the ability to help with bathroom things or things like that. So like there's a level of independence that our seedsters have. And there's so many of them as well. They have to have the capacity to like function well in a chaotic space.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 35
Yeah.
people on a daily basis in our activity center.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't want to be around people, you are in the wrong place at the mustard seed.
For sure.
But so like there are certain criteria, and we are very careful about that. So they do a trial day, and the main focus is we want to make sure that they want to do the things that we do on a daily basis. We never want to bring someone in that doesn't like to paint or doesn't like a lot of visitors or, those kind of things.
Sure.
I mean, we have downtime and we have safe places if they get overwhelmed and things like that.
Yeah.
But on a majority basis, we are a big party, and it's loud, and it's lots of laughter. It's a lot of touching sometimes. I mean, and we're definitely a family. We our seedsters are like brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
They know what button to poke at the right time, and so we constantly remind them, we're to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Be a kind friend.
Yeah.
But they're also that brother sister thing. Like they're very protective of one another.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna say something bad about my brother or sister.
Yeah.
No one's gonna.
They are very affectionate. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've met a handful over the times I've been to Mustard Seed. I've seen y'all at events and stuff. And you came in the car today.
Yes.
It's unmistakable.
Yeah,
Can't miss that thing.
Can't miss
going
our
down the
vans.
road.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget I'm driving it and wonder why people are staring at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are they looking
Why
at
does
me?
it look
It's
like?
because you're in a
And I'm
multicolored
like,
vehicle.
oh, I'm in a piece of art. That's
Yeah.
what. Like
It is
I'm a rolling piece
It
of art
looks
right
like
now.
one of our mugs.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
well, that's what it is. It's Rebecca Bratley. It's a painting
Okay.
that she's
Yeah.
done.
That's so cool.
And we have a couple of vans that are wrapped like that.
Yeah, it's
They're
pretty cool.
definitely fun, and
I think that's what I want to tie into here real quick is too, because you've said it too about you hit on it like with your fundraising part of it, but like Mustard Seed is, you said this earlier before we were talking before the show, nonprofit, so 501c3.
Yes.
So meaning y'all choose not to take any state or federal
so
funds.
we'll just
right?
you can be a 501c3 and take state funding, but we are a private nonprofit, so we do not take any state or federal funding.
So this organization, who has a fantastic mission, elects to not take any
40 years.
taxpayer. Yeah,
45, yeah.
and
45 years.
has kept it going.
Yeah.
So obviously,
I
talk about how
I feel like that's a testament to the prayers. That
Yes.
were
Oh my
prayed
gosh.
in
Yeah,
the
it's
beginning.
definitely
Yeah.
like in the verse about
I'm
the
gonna
mustard
go
seed, like we're
spiritual with
mountain
that.
movers. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, and a lot of things too with Mississippi. We've talked about this in the past. Like we get kind of a stereotype or stigma of we're last or whatever and everything. But when it comes to like generosity and kindness and like giving to, and giving, whether you're to your church or to organizations, we're up there amongst the best.
Absolutely.
And this type of organization
Let's
is
go,
what I
Mississippi.
know. Let's go Mississippi. I know. Let's
All
go
those
mustard seed.
all those
Let's
southern
go mustard
states are
seed, yeah.
definitely about
For sure,
giving back.
I think too, because it's tied in, because we're in the Bible Belt, and obviously it's a strong faith based organization. I think that helps, but I think a lot of people believe in the cause too, and they really support it. I know in Central Mississippi it's really supported. So obviously one way you make money is the seedsters paint ceramics, and whether it's an Ole Miss Bulldog, Mississippi State Bulldog,
That kind of
that
sounds good.
or an old Colonel
sounds
Rebel.
good.
I mean, they have
the Lindsay mug has inspired him.
So y'all have seasonal based
Bulldog.
stuff. You have college sports, and then you have just their own style.
Yeah. And we do hand built around the holidays. So Christmas, we do hand built nativity scenes and things like that.
And so,
That's
what would
cool.
you say? Okay, so I would like for you to elaborate a little bit more on what does that bring in, and then where do you get kind of like your other, like talk about fundraising and events that y'all are tied into too as well. Because
so our gift shop really wasn't created. I mean, obviously it's going to make money,
right?
But it's not something that like the intention was so that our seedsters had, like they were doing art already, they were doing ceramics already, but something that they could put into it, and it comes right back to it. So it's a way for them to support themselves.
Yes.
So they don't get paid for individual pieces that they do, but everything that's made in the gift shop goes directly back into our programming. It's
That's
not
cool.
what's necessarily paying salaries. It's not like that kind of stuff. It's going back into activity supplies and things like that that are directly impacting them. And it makes up about 23% of our annual budget.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people come in the shop and they're like, my husband's going to kill me if I buy another mug, I'm like, but it's kind of like a donation because 23% of our profits are part of our annual budget. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah. It kind of helps you,
awesome.
Feel better about sometimes when you leave.
I think it's
and
a fantastic way for y'all to self-sustain.
Yes.
What your mission is and what you're doing.
And it's a great awareness. Like when people see a piece, like mugs, they're very popular. Like, oh, I want to drink out of the mustard seed mug, or I want to give my, a wedding gift, a bowl, or whatever it may be. It's a great way to give a gift that still gives back.
That's true.
Absolutely.
And then also, like, our seedsters love to see how people use their art.
Yeah.
They're so proud of it. And
they should be. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It really is.
So every year we do a Seedster Appreciation Day, and Elizabeth Gamble, our program director, and our program staff, they roll out this big banner, and it's the number. It's the amount that we raised the past year from their art.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you would think that you just gave them $1 million check.
Oh,
sure.
Like, they go wild. And it's such a, amazing feeling to see how proud of them that they are. Because we are proud of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you're not proud of yourself because you don't think of it on a daily basis. Whereas I'm looking at this on a daily basis and hearing all the stuff.
Sure.
Now, don't get me wrong. They 1,000% know that they're famous. And they will tell you that.
They are.
They're like, I'm famous. I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yes,
I'm
you
like,
are.
people don't want me for me. They want me because you come with me. Like,
That's
you're
right.
fantastic.
Yes.
So that's one way people give back. Another way is, just general donations. If people have grants, we do a lot of grant writing that are not state or federal grants. But monthly, recurring donations are fantastic. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Like in the nonprofit world, sometimes you get $1.16 mailed to you, and you're like, wow, this is $1 to our cause. I mean, I also think, wow, that's a stamp.
Right.
I mean,
Sure.
You could, I'm sad that you had to put a stamp on this because that was mainly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
several hundred of those
yes,
dollars.
every
$40.
little bit
100%.
is a huge impact.
Every
I mean,
bit
just seeing their reaction to seeing that number. If there was one less number, and they're just you continue taking numbers off that, where's the proudness there? I mean, every dollar makes a huge impact. So you can do recurring donations through our website, mustardseedms.org.
Where they can do that. Okay.
And it's just an online giving portal. You can click one time or or monthly. So the monthly
what is that?
would do a recurring.
What's that website?
Mustardseedms.org.
Okay, mustardseedms.org.
Or
okay.
you can just Google the mustard seed and then make
It'll
sure
pull it
you
up.
click on the website. There's a couple of mustard seeds that kind of float around.
Okay.
There's one, and there's an antique store in Oxford and some other
gotcha.
places like that. So it's the mustard seed.
Just make sure you're donating to.
Yeah,
this
well,
person,
I
too.
mean, like sometimes we're like, I can't find your website or something like that, or I
Best
found
thing to do
this
is Google
something else. But it usually comes up in the top part if you put the mustard seed. And there's a giving section, and you can do online donations. There's also a link to an Amazon wish list, or then like a paper wish list, and those are things like paper towels, cups, like
just
paper
supplies.
cups.
Yeah.
Like crayons, coloring books. Our
paint.
teachers love to do crossword puzzles, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then also within that are gift cards. So we do a reward system called Seed Bucks. And, if you're a good friend, you work hard, we notice you doing something extra special, or you're being extra kind, or you run errands for things, you can earn Seed Bucks. And we keep a journal of it.
Gives them some incentive.
Yes, it's great. I mean, they love it. They love Seed Bucks. I
Yeah.
mean, we do
That's really
bingo
cool.
for Seed Bucks,
Okay.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
And we have like a prize cabinet, but we also do a lot of experiences. So they can go to the gas station for a drink, which is surprisingly one of the most popular ones. Like, I mean, who doesn't love to go in the gas station and pick out your own? Like, we take them, they go in the gas station, they get to go to the cooler, they pick out their drink, we walk up to the counter, they get to, we have money, but if, like, we're like, all right, this is your thing, they get to hand them the money, we, kind of make it a big
I think it's
thing
great.
to do, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's so much fun. Like, it's right down the street from us. Like, we might go to another one, but majorly we go to the one down the street.
Oh, yeah, is that the Shell or whatever? Right there? I don't even know what it's
the one right there
Maybe
by
the Shell.
Cooper Road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right there across from the church.
Yeah.
Liberty Baptist Church, I think, is right there.
Yeah, a lot. There's two churches on the road, but we talk about what we're gonna get, and everyone's talking about. I'm like, I've never heard. Like, what is that? And I'm like pineapple,
Just whatever
crush,
makes them happy.
whatever they want. I'm like, I never would have pegged you for a pineapple crush.
Yeah.
Benny Baxter, Diet Coke every time. Chrissy Ledoux, Diet Coke every single time. Allie Ruffin, Dr. Pepper. Anything
yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dr. Pepper is good.
Our oldest daughter is obsessed with Dr. Pepper.
It's good.
She's 11, and she's got a couple. We keep telling her to take the trash off of her shelf, but she's got 2 Dr. Pepper just empty bottles up on her thing, and she does not want you to mess with them. She loves Dr. Pepper, and she wants so.
We call
she
Allie
would-
the Dr. Pepper Queen.
She would probably like Allie.
Yeah. Allie drinks like the weird ones, like the raspberry cream,
yeah.
Dr. Pepper, all the stuff that you're like, oh, I don't know about that one,
Yeah,
Allie.
yeah.
But she's like, it's so good. It's Dr. Pepper.
Have
She doesn't
tell
have to
her
be regular. It
always.
can be Diet Dr. Pepper. I mean, she just
Doesn't
loves
matter.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But
That's so cool.
gas station drinks are a big one. We do Sonic. We Taco Bell. Anything and we'll take
Yeah.
them in the afternoon. They can get like a snack or something. Sometimes it's movie. We go to the movies on Fun Fridays a lot, and they can get a drink and popcorn or a snack and a drink at the movie theater.
Yeah.
So gift cards are a lot on those wish lists. And then so Fridays are always Fun Fridays. They do not work on Fridays. Doesn't that sound
Yeah,
great?
that sounds
Yes.
fantastic.
So they work hard all week, and then on
try
Fun
not to,
Fridays,
too.
they get to do fun outings, or we do stuff in-house. So this Friday, like I said, was National Hawaiian
Hawaii,
Shirt Day,
yep.
so we're wearing Hawaiian shirts and going to Party Safari.
Let's go.
But for lunch, they get to do group choice. So they're broken down into small groups with a activity staff member, and they have a choice. Like, do you want to go here, here, or here? And the whole group has to how and then they get to choose
how
what they
tough is
want.
that?
Sometimes it's tough.
I can't get
Sometimes
my
it's
kids
not.
to agree on somewhere. I can't
It's
imagine.
a voting system though, so they
Okay.
each get a vote, and then
Majority wins.
rules.
Okay. Well,
and
that makes
then
more
the ones that
sense.
didn't win, they're like, we'll put it back into
Yeah.
the thing for next time.
That'll be next go round.
Yes, so gift cards to restaurants and things like that are also a great way
That's
to donate.
fantastic. Yeah, I didn't
because
know
it's a
that.
special thing that they get to do,
Sure.
and we budget for it. We even have some sponsors for it. Keesler Federal is our official Fun Friday sponsor.
Okay.
And with that, we get to do a lot more stuff. Like, we go to plays. We do in the fall. You should put this on your watch list. So we
Okay.
do Fair Day in October.
Oh,
and
Fair
we
Day
take
in October.
all of them to the fair.
Let's go.
And we eat lunch, and then we do the shows, the games, and those that want to ride rides can ride rides. It is some of their
That's a big
favorite
day.
day of the year.
Sure.
Yes,
I bet
and we
that's a
take
big day.
tons
Sure.
of volunteers with us.
Yeah.
Because of the
that's
ratio.
what I was going to ask. So when y'all, all these people that are helping with groups or whatever, are they employed by Mustard Seed or are they all volunteers?
So on Fun Fridays, the groups are staff based. Like sometimes we'll have volunteers come to certain stuff, but they usually have. It's so small. Like it's usually 1 to 2 staff per group, and it's usually 6 people.
Okay. So how many is on staff? Because if you have somebody just walks into your shop, I think that's all they see. They may see is the few people that will work up front and help you pick out and wrap your.
So we have 6 day staff, just staff, and then we have a program director over them.
Okay.
And then we have 2, 3 in the workshop area, and then multiple in the office for different things.
Yeah.
And then we have group home parents, and then we have people that come in on the weekends as weekend relief. So as a total, so we do Valentine's Day things, and that's usually how I get my total number of how many people we have because everybody's on the list.
Okay.
All
All hands on deck Valentine's Day.
So we have over 27 staff members that are employed,
so
whether
more
it's
than
part-time or full-time.
Okay.
But yeah, our day program staff is 2 special care facilitators, and then 4 just day staff, and then 1 program director.
Okay.
And so they're the ones that do mostly the Fun Friday stuff. But sometimes Keystone Federal will bring volunteers. Sometimes I or our volunteer coordinator will go with them for fun things. It's a privilege to get to go on Fun Friday.
Yeah.
And so the other week, they had an extra movie ticket, and they called down do you want to go to the movies with us? I'm like, I do, but I have to stay in the office and work.
Oh, no.
Or
No Fun Friday for you.
Last week, they'll go, do you want to go to lunch with us? And I'm like, I do want to go to lunch with you, but I can't. And Miranda's like, I can. I'll go to lunch with you.
See ya.
And so sometimes we'll just go meet them for lunch before they go on their activity, depending on what we're doing. But it's such an honor to be part of that. I mean, that's the fun part. Our Seedsters live a great life, and we talk about the Seedster life. But the thing is, we get to live that with them.
Yeah,
and we have a saying that's the worst day at the mustard seed is better than the best day anywhere else.
Ooh, that's so cool.
I like that.
Yes, it's a fantastic, and it's so true. When people come on our campus, they're like, it's so joyful. I'm like, it is.
It is.
And I'd never really experienced it without a lot of them there until recently, and they went to Nashville in the spring. I just came back from maternity leave, and they went on this 3-day, 2-night trip to Nashville. And so we had 10 total Seedsters that would be coming throughout the week while they were gone. And I showed up the first day, and I'm like, you can tell that they're not here.
Yeah, where is everybody?
It was just a sense, it was just missing something.
Yeah.
And it's very special, and it's an honor to be able to work at a place that brings not just joy to everybody else, but when you show up on campus, you just feel it automatically.
Yeah.
So
and
cool.
it's 100% our Seedsters.
Yeah.
They ooze the glory of God.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And are very unapologetic about it. So they're very inspiring to a lot of us. I feel that sometimes I'm like, oh, you're doing such a great work. I'm like, but I get way more out from them than I probably give to them. I
You
feel
have no idea.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, their hug every day. I mean, as a mom, some days I'm like, oh man, I've been touched.
Yeah.
Someone has tapped me on the shoulder or Benny Baxter asks me what's for dinner every day around 10:30, 11. I'm like, Benny, do not ask me what's for dinner today.
We don't know yet.
I have
They've
no
got the
clue what
lunch.
I'm cooking for dinner. Don't remind me that I have to cook dinner. But I was told by another nonprofit person that those touches are touches from God.
100%.
And I've never forgotten that. I'm very
Wow.
blessed to be loved and touched all day long.
That's so
So,
cool.
and it's great that I get to also
Wow.
come and make people jealous that I get
Wow.
that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So who comes in? Is there a set person y'all have that ministers to them, or do y'all have rolling?
No,
do
it's
people
just our staff. So we
Yeah.
do a devotion
Okay.
every day, And Daniel Townsend is one of our daytime staff, and he used to be a journalist, and so he loves to write up all these devotionals. And our teachers love a handout.
Yeah.
I mean, love a handout.
Yeah.
So he'll print them all out, and they'll sit and we do devotion every morning in our little living room area, and we'll play. Sometimes we have people come in and that will leave devotion, like if they like a youth pastor or a preacher or just one of our volunteers that just want to come in and spend that time with them.
Yeah.
They can do that. But on a daily basis, it's us.
It's the staff.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we do small groups every so often where we break them down, and multiple staff have a paper, and we get to sit with them and go through this devotion and talk with them.
Bible studies just like we.
Yeah. I mean, and Lindsay Hamilton will stop you. I've taken her to ribbon cuttings or speaking engagements, and we'll be walking to the car, and she'll stop me and put her hand. She's like, "We should pray," and I'm like, "Lindsay, we are in the middle of lunch. Can we pray by the car?" And so
that's cool.
They it's a way that we live life. It's not just a scheduled time.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've had worship leaders groups come in and do live music. Our teachers love to sing and that kind of thing. And then
So cool.
So I mean, our community is also a huge influence in who ministers to us.
Yeah.
And not just our teachers, but they come in and they give staff and anybody that's around a breath of fresh air.
That's awesome.
That's
You
so
said
cool.
something about family group. What did you said you had?
So we do have a family group.
Okay.
So
what's that?
their guardians or their parents and stuff, they meet and they kind of are a support system
So
to
the
one
family
another.
of the Seasters.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
so they
gotcha.
meet once a month. They do fundraising things. They, but it's time for them to get together and kind of talk through mustard seed things. But and then we do we've done an annual family day where we on a Sunday will go and Daniel will work with our seedsters to do a church service, and then we eat lunch, a picnic style lunch together, and that's staff and our families and our seedsters.
Yeah.
I mean, and then there's events throughout the year that they come to. So
Well, I've seen personally, y'all show up at ribbon cuttings,
Yeah.
and even I hadn't been as many as I used to go to, but I've seen.
yeah.
I know y'all show up for that, like Flowood and
Yes.
surrounding area, Rankin County or whatnot. It seems like they always have a good time.
They
doing
do,
that.
and
they
they're-
get a lot of attention.
Yes, they love it. They also just like leaving campus a lot. And I
Yeah.
have a handful that as soon as I walk into a room, it's not, "Hey, Sarah, how are you? Are you going anywhere today?
Like, can we go
going?
with you?
Where are you going today? Where are you going today? Can I go?"
Yeah.
And I always say, if you can't go today, I'll find something. When I started, I had this goal that not all of our seedsters are go into public people. They don't want to do that. And so finding them things that I could take them to in the community. So I had 2 seedsters that I took, and we put up a scarecrow for a scarecrow trail in Ridgeland. Or they go and, we cut the zinnias or there's just things that we do that are community related that they get to do. But we do a lot of ribbon cuttings. Lately I have not taken them. It's way too hot.
It is hot. No doubt.
And I try not to, ones that I know that we're going to have to stand for a long time.
Yeah.
I made the mistake. We went to Gluckstadt's police, their new police office headquarters. I took 2 seaters to that, and they were standing room only, and we stood for an hour and a half. And I said, "Well, this was a note to myself. We will not be doing this again." I didn't want to stand the whole time. I know they did.
Yeah, right.
But they're great sports, and they,
The lemonade stand's been gaining traction over the past few years. I feel like I see more and more about that.
Yeah, the squeeze a day.
Squeeze the day. That's it. Yeah.
So, it has. It's simple. It's a way that a lot of people do it at their business, or they might get their kids to do something. It's a way to show their kids how to give back to something bigger than themselves. It's also just fun. Lemonade stands are kind of not. They're not non-existent, but it's not like the childhood thing you do anymore.
Yeah.
So it kind of brings back that simple life feel.
Yep.
But then we also have people that don't have the time or even the space, so they can do it virtually now. Technology helps a lot there.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of events throughout the year that we're kind of growing traction with that fundraising aspect. So we're partnering with Run Strong on Spillway Road in 2 weeks. On August 27th, we're going to have a $5 5K with them. And simple that, you can show up with $5. You don't actually have to run.
That means you got to run 3.1 miles.
I'm probably not going to do that.
You can donate $5. They may have the.
I'll bring $5.
You could do the fun 1 mile run, but do a walk.
I'll give them $10 not to run.
Ryan's not running from anything.
That's
He owns
okay.
anything.
We're going to have some seaters there. We're going to have like a little table with all of our merchandise, that kind of stuff. So a lot of people
that'll
are
be
just
good.
coming to hang out.
A lot of people.
I'll say this. I'll run for the Seedsters.
There you go.
you
They're
go.
not going to
would-
run for you.
I will do
probably.
that. Why not? Why not?
I will say
There's a handful that might run, but a lot of them are
well,
going to
the
go.
running
It's too hot
community
to
is
run.
great. I mean, a
hot.
lot of people around here like to do the 5K stuff. Yeah, that's a good one.
A lot
That's
of people
good.
run through that area too, and like I
Oh,
never
yeah.
really. I live around there, and I'm like, that
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense why there's so
Yep.
many people that
100%,
run here all the
yeah.
time.
Well, they got great biking and walking trails around the reservoir and everything like that. And it
Yep.
really is a lot of things. Man, you can see a lot of things start off at Lakeshore Park. Where y'all starting?
We're starting right there at the Rolling Bean, where they're
Oh, yeah.
their like headquarters
On
is
Spillway?
right next to the Dollar General behind behind Rolling Bean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
We'll start there.
Y'all fill that parking lot up.
Yeah, we will. We're excited.
When's that? When's that date?
August 27th.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
like
a Thursday
coming up.
night. It's it starts at 6 p.m., but you can like walk up and do registration at 5:30. And then I started last year a prayer breakfast. So I'd never really, with Special Olympics, I didn't really go to a lot of prayer breakfasts. And I went to my first one. I said, this is the most mustard seed event I've ever been to in my life.
That's cool.
Like we were founded on prayer. Like all we did
Yeah.
was pray for like our
Yeah.
country and things like
Yeah.
having people to come and like pray with us and for us and like where we're going. And
Yeah.
we're like,
That's
you know,
awesome.
be thankful for the things that we've had in our past and things like that. And so we have our second annual prayer breakfast on September 22nd. It's at Broadmoor Baptist.
Oh, that'll be
Okay.
good. There you go.
Yeah, and so like our handbell choir plays. We'll have multiple sisters that lead a prayer or read a scripture, and then we have some that will play piano, and then they'll do like a little number with Daniel. Daniel Townsend is our I don't want to say he's the favorite staff. He is a favorite. He
Yeah.
likes to do handouts. They love handouts, and he plays the guitar and piano.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like
That's
a jukebox. Whatever
Yeah.
song they want to play, he can pretty
That's
much
awesome.
play it.
Yeah.
So
Hard
he
to
plays
compete for
piano.
that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
He's locked down
That's cool.
favorite.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. Daniel's one of my favorite people too. He's amazing.
That's awesome.
But
That's
so we'll have a music selection where he'll play piano and they'll all sing together. And then Jim Gallagher, he's a Golf Channel analyst and a former golf pro. He's going to be our keynote speaker, and he's actually the uncle of one of our seedsters.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great. That's
so
fantastic.
it's going to be a great
That's
morning.
What a great, I mean, there's a lot of tie-in, you know,
Yeah.
and that's awesome.
I think it's so important to be intentional with the
Yeah.
kind of ministry that we have.
For sure.
Like I feel like our families were very intentional and very faithful in
Yeah.
what they needed for their families. And as staff members, we take it very seriously to continue that.
Absolutely.
I mean, having the honor and privilege to take care of someone else's child in a way that they have prayed and hoped for is a big responsibility. And so
Yeah.
we want to make sure that we're great stewards with the donations that we get, and also just keeping that the main mission, which is, to take care of them and also to give them the life that we all have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
They
Love
deserve.
them and
They deserve.
Yeah.
give them
For
the
sure.
community. Absolutely, for sure.
That's awesome.
That is fantastic. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for spending time with us. Y'all go like, subscribe, follow, and share. It really does help us out and push us out into the algorithm and reach more people. Now, let's get back to it. Absolutely. I told you she needs to be more passionate about it. I'm kidding.
I love
you clearly
it.
are.
I love
All
it.
right, so
I've been over here trying not to get emotional about
I
some
know,
of the things
it's,
that she's talking about.
I know, and you can
and
see
what
the
y'all
way-
are doing.
Yeah.
And
well, I
it's
think it
just-
takes
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
yourself and everybody else that works there. It takes
It's kingdom work. For
It
sure.
is, and it takes people like you who are passionate about that and want to pour in the community to make that thing run and run appropriately. And it has been for a long time.
Yeah.
That's what's really cool.
Yeah.
So you talked about how the Seedsters were famous.
Yes.
And one of the reasons they get that way is because when I literally have had people. I know my wife, and I wish I could remember the name. It's been a while, but I don't know if that Seedster's still there, but I can't remember the name. But my wife and her friends who constantly visit the store, they will have particular people that they
Yes.
look for.
Yes.
So like you've got, I guess Caroline Wilkerson,
Yeah.
who did mine.
Yes.
Caroline.
Caroline.
Oh, I picked her. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Chose right.
Actually, yeah.
And then, so like people will go in and somebody will come and say, hey, can I help you with anything? And then be like, I'm looking for Caroline stuff today. What's new? And so that's how they get famous. And so
I think you need to give her a shout out.
I'm going to give her a shout out. Yeah, Caroline Wilkerson, who made the camouflage green, the pretty green.
Just so you know,
tones.
she's a huge Ole Miss fan.
Yes.
That is so
And
cool.
I got my Ole Miss Rebel.
There you go.
Hotty toddy, Caroline.
Yes.
That's great. I'm going to have to come in and meet her now.
Yeah.
And mine was made by Lindsay Hamilton. Thank you, Hell State.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Lindsay
I
Hamilton.
love that.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And I also appreciate the blessing that
Yes.
you
Yes,
said she prayed
Yes,
over my
she prays
mother.
over her pottery for the people that receive
I
it.
received that blessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And then
much
this
for that.
one's Charlie Winstead.
Yeah.
And what's cool
Beautiful,
about our
beautiful cup.
seedsters is that they have their own technique. So when someone walks in and they want a Charlie Winstead, I know what Charlie Winstead's pottery looks like.
Yeah.
That's
If so-
cool.
Now Caroline, she'll change her colors up sometimes, but like
She's
we
throwing
usually know,
curveballs.
like she does a lot of red.
Yeah. Well,
know?
that makes sense.
And
I'm glad
then
I got the
Lindsay,
green
those
one.
are her colors, and that's her technique.
I love it.
And like same thing for all of our other seedsters. A lot of them have been painting for over a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're very they have a certain pattern, they have a certain color combination that they have. And as staff,
It's like any other artist
just
that
walk
you
through-
see, and
Oh,
Yeah.
you know that's Picasso painted that. That's whoever painted that.
Yeah.
That's Lindsay.
yeah,
who painted that.
And they like fun ways that they do paint. So Rebecca Bratley has a painting technique she uses a wooden spoon for, and that's kind of like her niche. Like she goes in our workshop and paints with a wooden spoon, and I'm like, that's
That's cool.
like, where did we get this from?
And
Like one day,
Yeah.
did we just pick up a spoon and said this would be cool? And if
I'm gonna paint
I
with
mean,
this.
no, and Rebecca, that's exactly what she said. She's like, this would be cool.
This will work. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, they
awesome.
have the freedom to do so.
Yeah.
You know, and no, they're not. No one piece looks the same.
No,
You know, and you can go in there and match platters, and you know, if you're whether
Yeah.
you're tailgating or hosting a party or whatever else, and you can pick out your favorite seedster, or you can just go get whoever.
yeah. We have
You know?
people that I'll walk in and go, hey, do you have like a certain seedster? And they're like, no, I just I let it choose me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like, I love that.
I've done that a
That's so
lot,
cool.
So I got connected going there when my wife's friends, I guess, my mom and my sister have always talked about it, but I guess when sometimes I wasn't always in tune to it, and then my wife got heavily involved going and always shopping there. And getting seasonal stuff and whatnot, and then like little happies or whatever. And then I got in real estate, and you know, putting together thank you baskets or whatever for using this real estate. I was like, I want things to be like Mississippi made, and so I added. I was like, mustard seed's a must. And
Love
so
that.
whether it's a mixing bowl or coffee mugs or whatever it be, it's a part of my thank you.
we
So,
love that.
Yeah. So I come in.
I think
I
we're going to
just
start with my. Well, I think we're going to start doing that as well, aren't we?
Yeah,
That's
it's just a good
awesome.
way.
It's,
I mean, to be well. We think it's important. Obviously,
Yep.
Mississippi Real Estate Podcast. We want community, and we want we want like you coming in today and talk about how you're a part of the community, and we want to be a part of that. And I just think too, like being lifelong Mississippians, like it's a shop local thing
Yeah.
too. Support your local
Support
stuff,
local,
and so especially with something that's
that.
got such a great cause
Yeah.
like this. So I'm just random. I let the cups and,
Yeah.
and the bowls choose me too.
I love
So,
that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic. And as I was saying earlier, it's a sprinkle. I call it a sprinkle of joy.
yeah.
Like our van in a parking lot, like is
Yeah.
a sprinkle of joy amongst all the boring cars that it sits next to.
Well, that's true.
I mean,
I guess
you know,
we got Boeing. That's
can't
right.
miss it.
Yeah.
But like our pottery is a great way, like to truly say this was made with a purpose.
Well, if this don't make you smile,
I know,
Yeah,
isn't it the
I mean,
best?
yeah.
I mean, just colors. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Right.
Like, I mean, you just know that somebody put a lot of love and attention to it. Or whatnot.
Yes.
And so when you brought up, they're famous. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
People won't come in and they know who did this.
Yeah, or a lot of
So-
people come in and like, we come to your mistletoe booth every year,
Yeah.
or I do this or that with this, or my favorite pumpkin that I put out every year is from the mustard seed that someone gave me,
And it's almost, in my opinion, it's almost become super recognizable. Like in the South, like, oh, you got McCarty Potter or whatever. Like, oh, that's mustard seed.
yes, it is.
You know what I mean?
And
So-
we love to hear. I mean, it's I mean, everybody wants to hear good things about the things that they do. You know,
Yeah.
we do have a lot. We're very passionate about it. We put a lot of work into it. But just knowing that our seats are just naturally and like just,
Yep.
I mean, nothing. Like this is just their daily
Yep.
Right.
thing is just so impactful on the community. Is
Yep.
always a fun thing to hear.
100%.
You'll see it in you'll see the pottery in our kitchen. We have some in our kitchen and in our living room, I think, as well, throughout our house. So it is something that's special to us.
We got several mugs in our cabinet. Matter of fact,
Yep.
my wife drank out of one this morning.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I'm actually going to have a podcast with them today.
They're definitely famous.
Didn't know we were
I
going to
love
get
this.
A mug for
show and
yourself,
tell and
yeah.
mugs. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
appreciative.
Thank you
course.
very much. These are very special, and we're going to cherish these for sure.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
I'm so glad.
I'm probably going to drink out of mine for a couple more episodes.
A couple more episodes. Yeah, I will too.
I may have to put it on the showpiece too.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we'll have that one there. We can put up there.
You know, we hand pour Rebels on campus now.
You can pour them?
We hand pour them. We have a mold.
Oh, like the
that-
Colonel Rebel
Yeah,
mold?
we can't buy the
Hey.
Yeah,
the
nobody
bisque
can.
anymore. So they're
I'm going
actually
to get me a
one of
mustard
those.
seed on
Yes.
this Rebel
Up
for
there.
right here. That's
Yes.
right. Right
Yes.
next to your cowbell.
You
That's I
should.
got hidden.
You can.
You should.
I would. That would be the only thing that I would let you hide.
I may go get one
That's
this week.
Ole Miss.
Do y'all have any Rebels in
I
there right
think
now?
so. We
Fall's
if not,
coming
we
up.
have some in our pop up that I can for sure make a.
I'd get two.
That's gonna
One
happen.
for your office and then one for here.
Okay. I thought you wanted one.
I don't. Well, I mean, I would love one.
I
but I'm
definitely will
not
do
really
that.
a
That's a
huge
great
fan
idea.
of-
You know, speaking of cowbells, we had one of our staff members. She took a job at State Floral in Starkville, and so when she left, she's not a State fan, but I got her a cowbell and had all the seatsters draw a heart on it,
Oh, there you go.
so
That's
that when
cool.
she
That's
got there,
awesome.
she didn't have to necessarily be a State fan, but she
Right.
could.
She got.
She has. I mean, traditionally, you
awesome.
can't buy your own. Like you have,
Right.
you
It
have
has
to
to
be
be given.
gifted.
Yep.
So now she has one from the mustard seed.
That's awesome.
So
That's so cool.
you know,
Such a
gotta
cool
throw that
place.
maroon in there
Hey,
every now and
let's
then.
go. Let's
It's
go.
such
I'm
a-
pumped.
I was saying the mustard seed's a cool place, not Mississippi State. I'm kidding. I'm not a hateful Ole
I
Miss
still
fan.
love
I've said that
No.
100 times on this show.
We still continue to.
Look, Oxford does great things. I mean,
I
for
think
where
they
we
both
are,
That is a
do.
great
they
school,
do great
yeah.
things. For, I mean,
in different ways, and
we couldn't. I mean, we wouldn't have lawyers or doctors in Mississippi, and we wouldn't have the agriculture that we have without state.
Veterinarians,
So,
yeah.
yeah, as Mississippi, I think we're very blessed with the two universities that we
Yeah,
have.
Absolutely. I agree for sure.
And
on
it's
that.
always fun to have a little rival. Just so you know, just a little another hit. Our Seedsters love a good rival too. They are cutthroat when it
gosh.
comes to
That's
competition.
awesome.
Yeah.
We do a
that's awesome.
Seedster Olympics in the summer, and there's a lot of like these
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
we're the champions or we're gonna beat you, and I'm faster than
I'm
you
holding
are.
the title down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they love a good competition. So
Yeah.
Ole Miss and Mississippi State, when
That's a good
things
one.
like that start coming
Yeah.
through, they might not watch the game, but they find out who wins and then
There you go.
have a little smack talk
love
about
I like it. There's nothing
love it.
wrong with a little bit of competition.
it. No, we love it.
Yeah.
We love. I mean, within reason.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We don't want to
Yes,
get.
yes.
We don't want to get unchristian about it. We don't want to get unchristian about it. But anyway, no, that's great. Well, look. Before I guess, I mean, I don't know. Where are we at on time, Sarah? Are we doing pretty good, or what? Yeah.
we get to go on. And,
Okay.
and
Great. Yeah, I know.
listening and learning and forget our time.
Look, I
Well-
can talk about the mustard seed all day long. So
We could
I have
listen-
to really
we
be
could listen.
careful.
We love it. We love it.
I want
This
to.
is good
How
information.
can tell us and tell people who out there that will blast to get to watch this and check in on the show? How can like individuals and businesses get more connected?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
y'all
heard
keep
you. I
listening.
heard you.
Keep
say-
listening 'cause we got
I
some good
heard-
stuff right here.
Yeah, I heard you say. Obviously donations,
Uh-huh.
and then obviously you can go support the store, and then I heard you say sponsorships.
Yes.
So how can an individual and then a business
Okay.
for people who are like, oh, I want to get plugged in?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can go to the website, but how can they?
Yeah. So obviously donations are great, but investing in our seedsters and the things they do are very important. You know, we need volunteers. We could not do what we do without the volunteer support we have. So like in our workshop, like helping, like when we fire our pottery, there are little pegs they sit on, and they make little spiky like areas when they get. And we have these sweet ladies that come in and they take these, they look like chalk, and they rub the bottoms of them to smooth them out. It takes a long time to do all of that, and we don't have the staff to do that constantly, especially with the amount of stuff that we put out.
Sure.
And so, like, they come in and do that. We have a Mr. Gary that comes in and he glazes all of our pottery that's painted for us.
That's so cool.
We have volunteers that come in and do man group and women group on Monday, and it's an hour that our men, they usually watch reruns of old sporting events.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I walked in, I'm like, what basketball game is this? And they're like, this is the Bulls game from 1982. And I'm like,
my God.
Cool.
awesome. So relevant.
Yeah, I didn't
to
think
today.
Scottie Pippen was still playing.
And then the women usually do a lot of crafts and things like that. But we have people that'll come and just join them sometimes. I mean, volunteering is a great way to get plugged in.
Yeah.
And you definitely, I mean, obviously donations are great, but when people come on our campus, them knowing what like a donation does is important, you know.
Where they can actually see.
Yeah,
see where your
I
money's
want you
going.
to see why your donation is so impactful.
Yeah.
And like every donation doesn't have to be like monetary. It can be an item that the staff needs or the seedsters need in the day program, or a snack, or, you know, it's spending your Friday in the heat at the fair in October.
Yeah.
Either riding rides, because none of us want to.
Yeah, definitely not me.
Yeah, not from the fair. I get sketched out.
Well,
there's
I don't
always
ride any rides, period. Anyway.
That's a story for another day. But anyway.
But like, volunteering is a great way to get plugged in, and sometimes that just naturally leads to monetary donations.
Once they
I mean, how are you not going to fall in love with Benny Baxter and Caroline Wilkerson and Charlie and all the Caesars that we have? You know, you're going to find something that you like to do, and it might be that they inspire you to come back and lead a Bible study, or come back and, if you're really crafty, do a craft with our seedsters. Today we had a group from Farm Bureau that came. They washed vans. They helped in our workshop. They got to say hello to all our seedsters. Like, there are things
awesome.
like washing vans is something that we have one maintenance guy. One.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One for all
Over that whole campus?
For two group homes and 4 other buildings on our campus.
Wow.
He's a busy fella, and he loves it so very much.
Sure, I'm sure.
But washing vans is not typically going to be on his docket.
Right.
And then we have ways that you can sponsor level events. Like for Squeeze a Day, we do our main squeeze main squeeze sponsors, and they get on like our signs and our little cups that we make. And then we have a few other levels with that as well. And then with our prayer breakfast, you can host as a business, you can host a table for $500, and you can invite 6 other people, whoever you want them to be able to share the mission of the mustard seed with. And you have a great morning of breakfast, like we're going to have breakfast, and then Cal Main's coming in doing an omelet station.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And so like it's just going to be a fun morning, but it's a way that you can spread that with your real estate group or your neighborhood. Like maybe you have a Bible study group that you want them to like get to see the mustard seed. So that's what, like, those are 2 main sponsor kind of things that we have going on right now. We have a silent auction coming up.
Everybody likes a silent auction. Don't tell my
we're
wife.
looking right now. We're in the process of collecting items.
So you can donate the items for that?
If you have a business that wants to donate an item or a service. So services are something that really are. Like last year, we had multiple restaurant gift cards that went above like card value.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And like, and you're just like, you just bet $150 for a $100 gift card. Like, love that for us.
Sure,
and I mean, but like they wanted to do good, but they also the competition of winning a bid.
Yeah.
It's like
absolutely.
people that never got to experience eBay. This is eBay.
Yes.
All over again.
Yeah. No doubt.
Like, and it's on an app. You don't have to be there in person, and it's over the course of like 3 days in October. And so right now we're collecting all those items from local businesses. Like, we can get an item from anywhere, but we want to support our local places. We want people to go back and do that.
100% agree with
So
that.
like sometimes it's a physical item from like a shop, and sometimes it's just a gift card, or we've had like things from like tire services or garage shops. It's like you can come in and you get a service of some sort, or a nail salon. I mean anything. Dental. We've had a lot of dental offices give like teeth whitening, or an eye doctor give like sunglasses or something like that. So we don't. There's nothing to us that's like of no importance.
Sure,
you know?
absolutely.
Like
that's great.
we want to hit everybody's.
Yeah. And then what about?
Favorites.
And then do you have like a corporate? Like, do you have corporates where they sponsor throughout the year? Like, there's just
yes, we have a lot of large companies. I mean, again, like I said earlier, we're very blessed where we're located
for sure.
to have all these big companies that service the state of Mississippi and surrounding areas, and so they are large donors. Like, I mean, we're when I say we are very blessed and like where we've come from and where we are now. I mean, we are in an age where like real estate and things like that are expensive, and we would love to expand. Like, our dream is to expand.
Well, I was going to ask that next.
It is, and right now we're also working on putting a safe room in our women's group home. Like, there's some big projects that cost $50, $60, $70 or more thousands of dollars.
Sure.
That like we can't just at the drop of a hat make happen.
Yeah.
And with the goodness of others in our community coming together and saying, well, this is for people that truly need this.
Yeah.
And, you know, they donate or they offer, like, if they are a company that has a safe room and wanted to, you know, offer a discount or even
whatever it is.
They want to give it. We'd love it. You know, we love these things. But like we had, we have people that come, we have a pool. So we work with pool service people. I mean, there's just different ways that people can help with our campus maintenance if that's what they do.
Yeah.
Like, we have landscape companies that come in that give us a break on, you know.
It's truly there's no small or big. It's all very.
And again, we want it to be something that you care about.
Sure.
Like, I mean, you can give something. I mean, it's just not as connected.
I just think it's cool to hear that y'all are thinking about like the possibility of expand, because you said there's a waiting pool.
Yeah.
And so how cool would that be? And another blessing would that be to be able to expand it to where you could get more seedsters in there so they can all get, you know, this.
Yeah. And then another dream of ours is our seedsters are aging, you know?
Yeah.
To think of the fact that one day Jeff Brock wouldn't be able to stay with us anymore, I think would kill all of us. He's lived there for 37 years. So, like, that's another possibility that we've done a lot of research on and continue to do research on.
That's
so
fantastic.
We do a lot of visiting of other places. Or, like, we've been to a place in Texas. We've gone to the Bador Center in Senatobia, other places that have other services that would encompass.
Maybe y'all can partner in or model.
Yes, but also we're trying to look and do the research to if we did that here, what could that look like?
What would it look like?
What would we need to do? And that's when I say that we service the same community, and so we're very giving. We have people that come in and tour our campus, and we give them advice on how to do things like in Tupelo or other places. Like, we want everyone to succeed in taking care of this population. So, but yes, we want to expand. I mean, that is a huge dream of ours.
Yeah.
It is not in the next year, obviously, but that's something that we will eventually be reaching out to people for help with. And
if we got any builders listening, or any of our builder friends, or anybody in real estate that you have any builder friends that you know of that may want to donate or give or help, you can give back.
Yes,
and to the mustard seed.
Great
like
way
that.
to give
I
back.
mean, just staying in touch with us so that when we have like project opportunities, or maybe they come on our campus and they're like, that looks like it could use this, that. I mean, we're not experts on building things.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
So when people come on campus and they're like, did you notice this? And you're like,
no, I'm
I
paying
did
attention
not.
to the seedsters and running this place.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what's going on over
But
there.
like, that's when we have people on campus, that's another blessing. Like, your expertise. Like, you don't want someone to come in and go, the interior decoration of this place. You're like, yes, we know it's a little chaotic. But but we would love helpful advice.
Oh man, I love it. That's fantastic.
But yeah, with the mustard seed, there's not a place where someone's not welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's great.
I love that. That is super
Well,
special.
I'm looking forward to the continued growth.
Yep.
I think it's a great cause.
Can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah,
and
we're excited.
what God continues to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Such a blessing.
and where it all started. That's really a beautiful story.
It's great for our Central Mississippi. It's great for the families. It's great for the Caesars. It's great for the staff.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
I love it.
Well, I don't know.
All right.
Y'all get plugged in.
Yeah.
Mustard seeds are great.
Yep,
It's a
mustard
great,
seeds awesome.
great thing. And if you need volunteer, I mean, do y'all real quick, do like schools get like volunteer
we have-
hours and stuff like that?
we have a lot of school group or a lot of schools in general that partner with us.
That's great too.
During the school year or in the summer too, we do we sign up on a lot of volunteer hours.
Yeah.
We sign up on a lot of nursing hours.
Sure.
But like places like Hartfield, that we're their 5th grade mission.
Shout out Hartfield.
Yeah. So they're across. They're
I
not
got
far
kids
from
there.
us.
Yeah, they're right across the street.
They're right across the street.
Yeah.
But their 5th, like each grade kind of has a mission, and their
Yeah.
5th grade chose the mustard seed.
That's
So
fantastic.
we
That's right.
will do a devotional time with them. They've grown so big that they can't come to campus anymore because there's like 90 of them. And we have 35 people. That's just a lot of people all in one little place. But so we started going to campus, and we do their awakening hour with them.
Oh, that's great.
And then they do a gift card drive as their
cool.
mission. And then
Well,
we do different stuff.
My
with them
daughter's
throughout
in
the year.
5th grade, so I'm sure we'll be contributing. Yes.
Well, I'll actually go
Absolutely.
talk to them in October about
Yeah.
the mustard seed, and then we'll come back and we'll do like worship with them. Like the seedsters will come and
that's
get
great.
to worship with them. Then like
That's
the
so
next
We'll be
week.
looking forward to that.
Yes.
for
That's
sure.
awesome.
Well, good. So so there doesn't matter your age.
Yep.
You can have volunteer opportunities as
Yes.
high school or
Yes,
even
all
5th
schools.
grade.
Fifth
All
grade.
schools.
Northwest Rankin.
Northwest
We have a
doesn't-
lot of sports teams that come in and like
Yep.
do hours. The Northwest Rankin tennis team used to come in the afternoons and like set up a tennis net and play tennis with the seedsters for a while.
That's
A lot of
great.
baseball teams
I love
from
it.
like the colleges will come and do some.
Y'all are busy.
Yeah, we have lots of lots of
Y'all are
visitors,
busy.
lots of
Yeah.
visitors, and we love them so very much.
Yeah.
We need to get Pisgah involved. Our kids are at Pisgah. We live out in
yeah.
Pelahatchie. We need to get Pisgah involved somehow. That'd be cool.
We have some that like travel against.
We got some inside connections. We'll have to work on
They're
that.
like different clubs will come, like an art club or Jackson Prep's French class comes and sings French carols at Christmas time.
I would not be able to do that.
It's
ever.
very interesting, and then they let us guess what they are.
But that's
Yeah, we
fun.
need to guess which carols
That's
they
fun.
sing.
See, that's you put your own spin on it, man.
Yeah,
So
we want everybody to come as they are.
yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
I would say I encourage anyone and everyone,
Yeah.
businesses or whatever. If you're just looking to volunteer and get involved,
Yep.
or if you're a school or if you're a business, y'all check out the mustard seed. That's
Yes.
about the best way I
Please
can
do.
say that.
Yeah, we'd love to have anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, everybody.
Anybody and everybody, yeah.
And you realtors out there, if y'all are looking for a good thank you closing gift, definitely
y'all go pick up a mug or pottery or
Yeah.
anything else that they have painted in there.
It really does bring a smile and happiness to
yeah.
your clients and to the home. You just,
I mean, when Sarah walked in here with these mugs today,
I was excited
I was
when
just
I
like,
saw 'em.
no way, we are using them for the podcast.
yeah,
That's awesome.
100%. I didn't think we were. I mean, I'm glad you did. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Usually we got these little trashy white mugs that are back there. I don't know whose idea that was with the trashy white mugs.
Everybody needs a
but,
little splash of color with their caffeine.
but we're gonna have to use these for a little while.
Yeah, I'm gonna use mine for a
love
while.
it.
So
For sure.
anyway, well, appreciate you spending time with us.
Yes,
Absolutely.
thank you
Thank
so
you for letting
much.
me come and just
Yeah,
talk
this
about
was
my favorite
great.
people.
Yeah,
We absolutely love
We love
it.
them too.
And I know our listeners and watchers, I guess you call them watchers. I know they got a lot from this.
Seems weird.
Our listeners, our watching listeners. We appreciate y'all for listening and watching too. And I hope y'all did get a lot of good things from this. And I hope you do go and donate or give or whatever you can do for the mustard seed, because it is such a special place. And
You want to give them the website one more time?
Yes, mustardseedms.org.
And you
Mustard
can follow.
Seed
Do y'all have
MS.
like
Yeah, we have
social-
Instagram and Facebook, and it's the
Let's go.
Mustard Seed.
The mustard seed.
Mhm.
So y'all go hit them up and follow them on.
Oh,
social
and we
media.
have a podcast that we just
You
started.
got a
What?
Why are we not
No,
talking about
we
this?
didn't even talk about it.
It's
Time
brand
out.
new.
Time out. We're
It's
not
Y'all
done
just
yet.
started a
new.
podcast?
Yes.
We're not done yet.
Okay.
On Spotify. It's called Seedster Speaks.
Let's go.
Seedster Speaks.
Yes.
Y'all go
Seedster
follow
Speaks.
them. Go
Yes.
follow them on Spotify.
Yes.
Seedsters.
They practice
Speak.
on Mondays and they record
Is
on
it
Wednesdays.
the Seedsters that are doing the
yeah.
podcast?
They have press passes.
Wait a minute.
and
We're going to have
everything.
a podcast
With the
them.
Yes,
podcast.
they would love that.
We're gonna do
Oh
it.
my gosh,
we got
we're
to.
doing that.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
With them?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we're gonna have a round 2 with y'all, and we're gonna have a podcast with
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast Seedsters.
Yeah.
That
we'll
would
get
be
it arranged.
That just
But yeah,
happened.
it's brand new. And I mean, that's just another way that we talk about how our Seedsters have the same likes as
That we do.
as y'all do. They're so pumped about it. Like, they're
Well, we're
learning,
pumped about pumped.
They're learning so much about how to interact and like formulate questions and relate to people. And so our special cares facilitators are finding ways that we can grow our Seedsters.
So do y'all have
ability.
Are you doing it on site?
We have, we have like a microphone set up, and then they film it as well.
So is there a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
We do have a YouTube channel. We are currently trying to figure out how to put it on our YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
We're in the early stages of figuring everything out.
I know somebody.
We may know
that
somebody
knows
who can help you with
that
that.
might can help
Her
you with
name
it.
might be Sarah Watts. I don't know.
Sorry, we're volunteering you to help. Okay.
She did say that we could call upon her as a resource if we needed it.
She does a wonderful job.
Yeah.
But-
So when did that start? Recently.
Yeah, so like the beginning of August. So we do what's called class schedules in the fall and the spring, and the Seedsters can sign up to whatever they want to do. So I do an ambassador class, and we talk about how to be an ambassador of the mustard seed. We have like an ambassador promise that's like, I'll be kind. I will represent the mustard seed with kindness, love, and the light of God. You know, that kind of stuff. When we talk about how being an ambassador doesn't always mean that you go out and have to speak to everybody, but it's being grateful and thankful for those that, you know, we interact with and those that love us. But so that's a thing they can sign up for. The podcast was a thing that they could sign up for. And so it started at the beginning of August. We actually interviewed Chris Nix. I think it was Nix. This is the last name. He's the first person with Down syndrome to run an Ironman. He lives in Florida.
Oh, wow.
He's a Special Olympic athlete in Florida.
Cool.
And they did a phone interview with him. But we couldn't post it because our audio of the phone didn't come through.
Oh,
so that was their very first one, which is so cool, and then we love it. We still have it on video. But the ones that we've been able to put on Spotify have been our Seedsters interviewing other Seedsters.
Yeah.
And it's great.
That's fun.
And they're
That's
so
awesome.
pumped. And we've gotten to where we have videos on our social media where they go and they interview other people and like ask, like we just posted one the other day of them interviewing staff of why they love their job.
I'm going to check that out for sure.
Yes.
That's cool.
That is so
Yes.
cool.
So we have a lot of
good.
social media outlets and
Oh, I'm sure.
Let's go.
There you go. So follow them. So podcast.
Yes.
The podcast
Seedster Speaks.
Seedster Speaks on Spotify.
Go follow Instagram,
On Spotify.
Facebook, website.
All things.
Yeah, all the things. Come by, take a tour.
Yeah,
I do
that's
lots
awesome.
of tours.
Definitely visit.
Yeah.
Why don't you give the address real quick for people who don't know?
So our main campus is around Flowood. It's 1085 Luckney Road in Brandon.
Okay.
there it is.
Right off of Lakeland Drive.
Yes.
I mean, maybe a mile
Yes.
at the most.
If
It
you
Not,
don't-
I don't even think it's a mile.
may not be a mile.
You better go slow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
slow.
the cop.
The
that
speed
is-
limit's like 25.
Flowood
Yeah.
will get,
Get
you
you
right
right
there. Right? You pass that gas station, they will sit up.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
go the speed limit.
They're doing their job, but
Yes,
Like you
if
should
you come visit
everywhere.
us, please drive 25.
Yeah, they mean it on that road.
They do. They
Ain't
do.
no
Which
doubt.
we
I've seen several
appreciate.
people.
We
Yeah, for
appreciate the
sure.
safeness. But yes, there's the fear every time I
Yeah.
pull in that road. I'm like, oh, what is my speed?
Yeah.
Am I going?
How fast am I going?
You get to going down that hill, and you're
When
not
you come
paying.
across Lakeland,
Look, I grew up right down the road from there, so I know.
You're saying you're coasting over 35 miles an hour.
I mean, you never know.
You got to get that foot off the gas pedal. Cuz.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't know where Luckney Road is and you see Hartfield, take a left at that light and go straight across past the gas station, hit the next light, take a left, and they're right on the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, we're right. I always tell people that aren't around. I'm like, do you know where Target is in Flowood? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, we're right down the road.
Yep.
Just take
Yep.
a right.
Yep. Just take a right.
I love
But
it.
Hartfield is a big like. I'm
That's a
like, do you
good-
know where
yeah.
Hartfield is? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like,
Go
well,
right
it's on
across
your
the street.
left, and you're gonna turn right.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're coming
Just
from
go across the
Flowood.
street.
And look for the sign.
Yes.
Look for the sign.
Well, good for y'all, and I'm good for the work y'all do.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
We're
awesome.
excited.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope y'all continue to be a blessing for those kids.
Yep. Yep.
They were adults.
Yeah, adults.
Everybody.
Depends on your age. If
Yeah.
you call them kids or adults, most of them are older than me. So
That's right.
a lot older than me. Some of them.
All right. I'll take us out of
Yeah,
here.
man.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you,
Hey.
Sarah. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much for listening or watching this show today. We hope y'all got a lot from this. Sarah, thank you so much for being here. Y'all have a good day, rest of your week. See you next time. God bless.
I just threw the coffee at her.
Across the table.